Mother Teresa was born on August 26, 1910 in Macedonia. At 18 years of age, she decided to be a nun and joined the Sisters of Loreto. There, she took the name of Sister Mary Teresa after Saint Teresa of Lisieux. In 1931, Mother Teresa was sent to Calcutta to teach in St. Mary's High School for Girls, a school the Loreto Sisters provided for the poor. In 1937, she took her final profession of vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, becoming Mother Teresa. Later, she felt a calling to serve in the slums, aiding the poorest and sickest people of Calcutta. After more than a year of discernment, Mother Teresa was granted permission to leave the Sisters of Loreto. For the first time, she wore the white with blue sari. After 6 months of medical training, she went into the slums to serve the unwanted, the unloved, and the uncared for, as she would call them. In 1950, Mother established a new congregation, the Missionaries of Charity, to serve the poorest of the poor. Sister Rebecca is a missionary of charity here in Phoenix, serving at the mission of Our Lady of Fatima. When did you join the Missionaries of Charity?
I joined when I was about 19, to be 19, in 2005.
How long have you been serving in the mission here in Phoenix?
I've been serving here about 2 years. I came June 2014 after making my final vows. So since June 2014.
What is one of the teachings that Mother Teresa left us that you can share with us? Something that you've learned from her that you would like to share?
What I learned from Mother is, more be united to Jesus, but Jesus on the cross, and satiating the thirst that He has for us, and by our works of love to others, we satiate the thirst of Jesus. And so, what I learned from Mother is that, that touch of Jesus to others by our humble works, just talking to people, visiting to them, or ministering, especially here in our shelter, which we serve people, men and women, and it's by talking to them and by really being present to them, you are in contact with Jesus. And that's one thing I learned from Mother, to be really, present to Jesus in others, especially in the poor.
With over 700 awards and honors granted by governments, institutions, and organizations around the world, Mother was well known. In 1989, she visited Phoenix, Arizona. The Bishop of the Diocese of Phoenix had the opportunity to work with her. Bishop Olmsted, did you have the opportunity to meet Mother?
I had the opportunity to meet her several times. One time to do work with her to help her with when she needed translation from Italian and English into Italian. And then other times when she came to visit the seminary where I was spiritual director.
Wonderful. What was something special about one of those occasions that you can share with us?
I think the most special was when she took my hands after I helped in the interview and said, "Father, pray that I and my sisters never lose their spirit of joy." It was such a beautiful reminder that joy is vital for us to witness to the love of Jesus.
Can you share the message St. Teresa of Calcutta gave the students at Harvard University when she was invited to speak of poverty?
Yes. When she was invited to Harvard, thought of as one of the greatest schools in the world, they invited her to talk about poverty, and she says, "Wonderful, I would love to talk about poverty." And when she came, she talked about the fact that the greatest poverty is not to love or be loved. And the greatest poverty is witnessed in things like abortion and in people who have no sense of the value of other human beings. That's the greatest poverty, she said.
To conclude, how can we implement one of Mother's teachings into our daily lives?
Well, Pope Francis says that what Mother Teresa lived was the joy of mercy, and living the works of mercy, the spiritual works of mercy and corporal works of mercy is the best way, I think, for us to incorporate those in our lives.
Thank you, Bishop Olmsted.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mother Teresa was recently canonized by Pope Francis on September 4th in the Vatican. She is now recognized as Saint Teresa of Calcutta and continues to impact the life of many.